She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
I push myself beyond my wildest dreams. I never thought that I could conquer my fear of heights, and through this show, I promise you that there is not a mountain, an airplane. I'm so sorry right now because this is serious. Kenya caption is serious, but tell me why. When she wrote, "Ain't no mountain," why did Mama Joyce, "Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no ocean deep enough, ain't no desert hot enough to keep me of your baby"? Poor little thing Todd. That woman put that man through so much. Anyways, let's get back to Kenya caption. I'm sorry, y'all. I push myself beyond my wildest dreams. I never thought that I could conquer my fear of heights, and through this show, I promise you that there is not a mountain, an airplane, a cliff, or any extreme height that I would ever be afraid of ever again. Thank you, as she tagged the pages that represents the show, for the challenge. I have friends for life who literally motivated me to keep going. I love all of you. Thank you to the DS. They were amazing men who were tough as nails, but equally compassionate, funny, and fine. Thank you to my fans who always have my back and watch to support my endeavors. Yes, Simtol. Thank you to my daughter, Brooklyn, for being my inspiration. Go ahead and read the rest of the hashtag. As you can see, our girl Kenya Moore is no longer on Special Forces. Most of you are aware that even during Dancing with the Stars days, our girl was wearing a knee brace. She's been having issues with her knee. She's had this injury for a very long time. So when her knee started giving her problems, I was like, this might take our girl out. And it did. Most of you also remember when she came in and did that kick, I was like, I hope her knee, and exactly, it happened. But Kenya tweeted, "They didn't show me in with the doc." And that's the part of reality TV that I'm not here for. Even on this show, y'all still doing the same thing. No one is saying show everything. We get it. There's editing and all of these different things. But if you are able to show other people going in, talking to the doctor, and the doctor basically saying you can't move forward, then show that. If it can be done for other people, then you can do the same for Kenya. So I understand that, they're limited on time. But if you were limited on time when you show the other people going in and showing a reason why they actually left, then do the same for Kenya. I think last night was the first night that we got to see her doing a challenge from start to finish without her being thrown in a mixer in a montage. This person tweeted that they removed the show from their DVR with a quickness after your departure. Leaving was absolutely the right decision because knee issues can last a lifetime. Life twirls on. Kenya responded, I've had an operation since. Was serious. And Kenya basically responded that she did have an operation on her knee. So it was a serious injury. I'm aware that Kenya time on the show is over and it's just a show to some people and it's not that deep. However, I will always call out inconsistencies and certain things that I see because I'm doing a review, and so I'm going to talk about things that I noticed. Okay, now yes, the staff, DS, they spoke highly of Kenya. They respected Kenya. All of those things were amazing. But, for example, Hannah. Before I started posting consistently about Kenya Moore and the Real Housewives of Atlanta and other stories, my channel popped because I used to post about the first black bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay. Okay, Rachel been married to Brian for a long time, and this is the guy that she met on the show, The Bachelorette. I used to post about The Bachelorette a lot. Okay, so the video I'm going to talk about and the situation I'm going to talk about, I have included the link in the description below. So for those of you who are new or came here when I started talking about Kenya Moore, you probably missed this video. But if you click that link, you would get all of the details. Watch the entire video because you would get to see the Hannah part. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning Rachel Lindsay is because, of course, Rachel Lindsay was the Bachelorette at one point and Hannah was the Bachelorette at one point. So that's the connection there. But when Hannah found herself in some controversy when she dropped the N-word while singing a song, when she could have simply skipped the word and not say it, Rachel Lindsay, being a black bachelorette, spoke out about it. It was a big deal. Now, it literally takes seconds to type in Hannah's name or add the word controversy next to her name, and all of these different titles and articles will pop up. Now, Hannah dropping the N-word in that video wasn't her first time finding herself in a hot seat. There are other reasons why people are not here for Hannah, not just because she was on The Bachelorette, okay? However, my issue that I have when I talk about inconsistency, and don't get me wrong, yes, other people got screamed at and certain things happened when they were called in for interrogation. But the way how Hannah was allowed to lead her story. What I mean by that is, for example, when Kenya came in the interrogation room, instantly they said, based on our research, not in these exact words, but in summary, based on our research and your behavior on your reality show or program, you are this. You are petty, vindictive, aggressive. Every negative word you can find to describe a villain or a title to destroy someone's character was thrown at her. And their whole point was, when we research you, these are the titles and the words and the picture that's being painted of you. However, based on what we've seen an amazing woman, a fearless woman, and all of the great things that they've been saying about her. So basically, why are you here? And are you here for America to see the real Kenya, the strong Kenya, the amazing Kenya, the uplifting everybody Kenya, the resilient Kenya, the caring and wonderful Kenya, and not the Kenya who's defensive all the time on the reality TV show because everyone have a battery in their back to come for her and she's simply defending herself. But my point is, they didn't say, Kenya, you're doing great. Now, why are you here? They threw all of the negative things and titles and everything they read in her face and then asked her. And if you watch the show, you know what happened when Hannah came in the room. Now, I'm not saying throw people past in their face and all of that. Absolutely not. I'm just simply saying be fair. So for the people who send me messages and DMs, what are moments of special forces that you like the most and moments that rubbed you the wrong way? Well, there you go. Those are the moments that rubbed in the wrong way. Their inconsistencies and not being fair when it came to Kenya Moore. Yes, last night we were able to see a few seconds of her scenes from beginning to end when she did the challenge. She wasn't thrown in a montage and all of that. So that was great. And remember, I'm talking about the editors and production, not the DS, because they treated everyone equally. The yelling, the screaming, all of that. If you are doing what they asked you to do, good. If you are over there not listening, you got the yelling and the screaming. So I'm talking about the producers and the people behind the scenes who did the editing. But I get it. Even though they were there to film a show like that, you still need some spice and some drama and things like that. So I absolutely understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say it again. I'm not saying anyone is perfect. I'm just asking for programs to be fair. If you're going to call me all of these names and show me as a villain, then also be fair and show the things that were done to lead me to react this way. And as long as you show both sides and you're fair, then we are good. We can move on. And I said that in one of the situations where Kenya told Mel B to, not smoke too close to where they were sleeping because not everybody there enjoyed the smell of cigarette. And I'm glad that situation did not escalate where these two amazing black women are now going after each other. In that moment, I did acknowledge when they show Kenya uplifting Jimmy Lynn Spears, when they show Kenya being there for other people and giving them words of encouragement. I say, you know what, okay, she had that moment with Mel B, and I'm glad that it didn't escalate, but at least we're able to see the other side of Kenya, the nice side, and not just, there goes Kenya questioning Mel B. Or when that other lady was crying, she was crying because she's an emotional person, not because this black woman made the white woman cry. That's basically how Twitter reacted. Oh my goodness, she's using they call it the Karen tears. I acknowledge that moment, but I also acknowledge the Jimmy Lynn Spears moment when they show her being there for someone. So I said, you know what, okay, I see the pattern here and what they're trying to do, but there's a balance. As long as there's a balance, we are good. If you are going to show my reaction to something in a negative way, then please show what happened that led me to react that way. And that's it. So those are the inconsistencies that I didn't like. Now let's move on to the more positive part of the show and the episode last night. Speaking of moving forward to the positive, shout out to Hannah for opening up, being very vulnerable, talking about, her past and the reason why she's on the show and all of that. She's doing her thing, so kudos to her. That segment wasn't coming for Hannah. I was just showing examples as other people have had certain things happen to them, so just be fair, not me, because it's not her fault. She went in there, they asked her a question, she answered. You know what I'm saying? So it's not her fault how they handle or edit any of that. So that segment wasn't directed towards Hannah. It was directed towards the producers that just be fair going forward. But kudos to Hannah, she's doing her thing. I also enjoyed this segment right here with Kenya words of encouragement. Congratulations again to Kenya Moore. You did awesome, especially the final challenge. You are everything. We are also proud of you. Congratulations on everything that you got going on. Shout out to all of the incredible men and women who also looked out for our girl, especially during last night's episode when she was struggling. Shout out to all of you for coming through and just being there for each other, supporting each other, uplifting each other. I'm wishing all of you well. Of course, before I end it, I absolutely have to talk about this moment right here where Kenya was injured, but she still ran out there and did the last challenge, and she was perfect and she passed. It was during their punishment because they left items behind. That's when her body just couldn't do it. But she was going to push herself through it anyways. And then the doctor told her that she had to leave. It was actually the doctor's decision and not Kenya's decision to leave. That's what she tweeted. But based on what they showed us like she just gave up and quit. But seeing that she actually had to get surgery, that means it was actually really serious. And I'm glad the doctors did that because it could have gotten worse. So once again, congratulations to our girl and kudos to her. Of course, I have more to say, but I'm going to end it here for now with some amazing tweets between Kenya and her supporters. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.